Kanpur, CAU Lucknow, CSA UAT Kanpur, ANDUAT Ayodhya, and Squash Jammu, along with AgriMeet Foundation. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of one who prays. With the blessing of Ma Saraswati, let's begin the inaugural session with Saraswati Vandana. With the blessing of Ma Saraswati, let's now begin our session. The pessimist always complained about the wind, but the optimist tried to change it and the leader adjusts the sail. The sail of this particular training was adjusted by Honorable Agriculture Minister of India, Shri Narendra Singh Tomar ji, who is not only a great motivational personality to all of us, but also a visionary leader who gave us the belief that bring together all the participants, students, and the farming community for this training program. It is well said that agriculture sector contribute to the livelihood of 1 million of the poorest population in the world and employ close to 1.1 billion people. Global demand for agriculture products is expected to double by 2050, mainly due to the improvement in the worldwide standard of living. Farmer can control all the processes remotely with the precision agriculture system. In the last few decades, the need to grow more food for a rapidly growing population is creating pressure on crop and animal production. Smart agriculture technologies or precision agriculture is a technology-enabled, data-driven approach to farming management that observe and measure, analyze the needs of the individual as per their demand. There are many factors which influence the adoption of precision agriculture, like farm size, legal affairs, social interaction. However, under the effect of climate change and increasing worldwide population, adoption of precision agriculture could assist the farmer to face various challenges to achieve ideal production and maximizing the productivity. The main factor of precision agriculture, like GIS, GPS, yield monitoring, and various other factors, are in the way that they will help the farmer to increase the production and enhance their productivity on a large scale. These tools will help the farmers to increase their yield and double the farmer income. Throughout the course curriculum, we will be teaching to all the participants related to precision agriculture, their introduction, assumption, and technical possibilities. We will be providing them the knowledge related to satellite guidance, use of navigation device and other navigation option, methodology aspects of soil sampling, spatial variation of soil properties, techniques of measuring and mapping yield of field crops, sensors measurement and mapping yield of various field crops, remote sensing, data processing and interpretation, then telematics data acquisition and machine monitoring, GIS and data management, remote sensing, and other various techniques. Throughout the program, we will be having our leading lectures from our various scientists from agriculture fraternity who will be entertaining our speakers with a lot of knowledge and ideas related to the agriculture field. Beginning today's session, we have with us our guest of honor, ICR Atari Director, Dr. Shantanuman Dubey, sir. It is well said that the fragrance of flowers spread only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all the direction. So I here feel privileged to introduce Dr. Shantanuman Kumar Dubey, sir. Dr. Sir is having the Merit Fellowship, University Gold Medal, and Senior Research Fellowship during graduation, Master's and Doctoral program, respectively. And in 1999, he joined ARS at CPRI Shimla. Dr. Dubey also served at IIPR Kanpur and IARI New Delhi. And from there onward, he will join ICR Atari Kanpur. He has been involved in teaching, research, and extension monitoring of the frontline extension program in agriculture sector. He focused on documenting and analyzing the traditional potato production practices, adoption and integration of modern production technology with the traditional wisdom, marketing system, dynamics, as well as the impact of technology. He worked with various scientists and has many research publications under his head. I just here request, sir, to share with us, to share his views are related to the training and related to the importance of precision agriculture in the today era with all our participants. So I here feel honored once again to invite sir for his lecture. Sir, please. I humbly request Dr. Shant, sir, to kindly deliver his speech so that to entertain us audience with his humbling and motivational words.
क्या हुआ ज्योति जी?
I guess sir is experiencing some network issue because his video was frozen, and I guess he left due to some reasons. He'll be joining shortly, I suppose.
30 सेकंड 1 मिनट वेट कर लेते हैं सर का.
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, because उनका वीडियो फ्रीज हो गया था, so there must be a network issue. Dr. Ankur, may I request you to call him and check? May I request you to call him and check? Yes, please. Yeah.
नहीं, आप उनको रेडी रखना, जो भदौरिया सर का इंट्रोडक्शन पढ़ेंगे उनको रेडी कर दीजिए.
Of course. Mahima, are you here? Mahima. Ms. Jyoti? Please unmute yourself. Jyoti.
I think we will start with our second speaker, as sir is facing little glitch on his part. So we'll wait for him and we will let him speak about the title after some time.
Yes, of course. Jyoti, can you introduce our
Yeah, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. When you are surrounded by successful people, you realize that their success isn't an accident. It's about the hard work. So I here call upon Dr. Sudhir Singh Bhaduria, sir, Deputy Commissioner, Ministry of Farmer Welfare and Agriculture Development, New Delhi. He possesses more than 2 decades of accomplished experience in the field of administration, extension, academics, research, backward and forward linkage, procurement, legal issues, supply chain management, rural business development, research and business, seed production, contract farming, cooperatives, crop establishment, development of agronomic practices, and many more. Apart from Ministry of Agriculture, he has varied experience at NDRI board Anand and is having different unit at Rajmata RKVSBB Gwalior. Sir is very accomplished in his field and we can get a lot of knowledge and experience from his good work. So I request Sir to kindly deliver his motivational lecture for our audience so that they will get to know what is the current situation of precision agriculture for the agricultural students. Sir, I humbly request you to kindly deliver the lecture. So please.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Chief guest of the inaugural session, respected Professor Nazir Ahmed Ghani, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sukash Jammu and Sukash Kashmir, respected Dr. Prabhat Kumar Ji, Horticulture Commissioner, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, respected Dr. Santanu Dubey Ji, Director ICR Atari Kanpur, respected Dr. E. Damodaran Ji, Director CISH Lucknow, respected Professor V.K. Tripathi Ji, HOD Horticulture, CSA Kanpur, and Honorable President Agri-Meat Foundation, respected Professor Akhilesh Mishra Ji, Professor Agronomy CSA Kanpur and Joint Secretary Agri-Meat Foundation, Dr. Soni Gupta Ji, in charge School of Advanced Agriculture Sciences and Technology, CSJMU Kanpur, think tank of this event, Dr. Ankur Sharma Ji, Secretary General Agri-Meat Foundation, faculties and participants of this one-month training program on precision agriculture. A very good evening to all of you. First of all, let me congratulate the organizers to choose such a good topic of precision agriculture. As you are all aware that precision agriculture merges the new technologies born of the information age with a mature agriculture industry. It is an integrated crop management system that attempts to match the kind and amount of inputs with the actual crop needs for small areas within a farm field. The goal is not new, but new technologies now available allow the concept of precision agriculture to be realized in a practical production setting. Precision agriculture, basically precision farming, distinguishes itself from the traditional agriculture by its level of management. Instead of managing whole fields as a single unit, management is customized for small areas within fields. This increased level of management emphasizes the need for sound agronomic practices before considering the jump into precision agriculture management. A good farm management is definitely required. Good farm management system must be already in place. Precision agriculture gives farmers the ability to more effectively use crop inputs such as fertilizers, pesticides, tillage, and irrigation water. Nowadays, judicious use of fertilizer and pesticides is a great topic. More effective use of inputs means greater crop yield and quality without polluting the environment also. However, it has proven difficult to determine the cost benefits of precision agriculture management because sometimes it is a little costly event. At present, many of the technologies used are in their infancy and pricing of equipments also and services is hard to pin down. This can make our current economic statements about a particular technology dated. This we will discuss during the training program. Precision agriculture can address both economic and environmental issues that surround production agriculture today. It is clear that many farmers are at a sufficient level of management and they can benefit from precision management. Questions remain about the cost effectiveness. I am repeating this and most effective ways to use the technological tools we now have, but the concept of doing the right thing in the right place at the right time has a strong intuitive appeal. Ultimately, the success of precision agriculture depends largely on how well and how quickly the knowledge needed to guide the new technologies can be found. So thank you all of you.
ज्योति मैडम,
Yes, sir.
आप सर को, डायरेक्टर अटारी सर को बुलाइए.
The fragrance of flower spread only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spread in all the direction. I feel privileged to introduce Dr. Shantanu Kumar Dubey sir. Dr. Shantanu Kumar sir earned merit scholarship, university gold medal, and senior research fellowship during graduation, master's, and doctoral program respectively. In 1999, he joined ARS service at CPRI Shimla. Dr. Dubey sir also served at IIPR Kanpur and at IARI New Delhi. And from there onward, he joined ICAR Atari Kanpur, India. Sir is involved in teaching, research, extension, as well as monitoring in frontline extension program in agri sector. He has focused on documenting and analyzing the traditional potato production practices, adoption and integration of modern production technology, and system dynamics, as well as impact of these technology on pulses. Sir is engaged in various extension programs and has guided many students under his head. He has many research publications under his head, and right, he is working with AgriMeet Foundation, and his support will
ज्योति जी
help
आपका
us.
ऑडियो वो वीडियो ऑन नहीं है, ज्योति जी वीडियो ऑन करिए आप.
And his research and extension services will be helpful to the farmer. So I here request sir to kindly deliver his lecture and motivate us audience with his motivational words. Sir, please. I here once again request Dr. Shantanu Kumar Dubey sir.
सर को होस्ट हैं, देखिए सर को co-host बनाइए.
Dr. Ankur is co-host.
नहीं
May
अभी
I
तक नहीं है
request?
co-host,
Yeah.
आप देख.
Yes, I can see. Rohit, can you look into this? Rohit, are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually,
Can
I'm
you
going
look
through the
into
list, ma'am, and Dr. Shantanu, I think he didn't join yet, or maybe he joined from a different name.
Dr. Ankur, can you tell me by which name he has joined?
एस के दुबे सर अटारी. डॉक्टर टी दामोदरन सर डायरेक्टर CISS ने ज्वाइन कर लिया है. ठीक है, तो आप सर की स्पीच कराइए, एस के दुबे सर की, उनको म्यूट, उनको पोस्ट करा के.
Okay, I can see. Just a minute, please. I can see Dr. S.K. Dubey, sir. I'm making him. I cannot make him
Ma'am,
co-host.
I'm making you host. You can make
Sure,
host.
please. Yes.
Uh,
Just give me 10 seconds, sir. Just
it's
a
okay.
second.
Ma'am, you're the host now. You can make sir host.
Okay, yeah. Dr. S.K. Dubey, sir, we welcome you on the forum. Now you can unmute yourself. Thank you so much for the patience. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Monica. And I suppose I am audible to all of you.
Yes,
it
sir,
right?
you are very much audible. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jyoti, for giving a nice introduction about my career, my studies, and all my professional experiences.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
I am very glad to see Dr. Sudhir Singh ji. He just spoke before me. And some of my friends like Dr. Damodaran is there. Dr. Prabhat Kumar shall also join. Dr. V.K. Tripathi from CS Azad. He will be also one of your key resource person. And many others, who have given his quality time, their quality time to interact with all the participants of this one month long training program on precision farming and its application in agriculture. I can see on screen that more than 500 participants have joined this training program. And this is indeed a wonderful training program, which has been, designed by the organizer of this training program, that too in online mode, and with wonderful, partnership with many good institutions like ICRISATs and many of the ICR institutes. So I'm sure, this training program is going to be of great use and great learning forum for all the participants, who I suppose maybe mostly the students or maybe professionals of any universities. So this is going to be very helpful to all of them. So once again, I welcome all the participants in this training program. So this subject is, it's a precision agriculture. Now, if we see agriculture as a whole, or farm management as a whole, or what we call farming as a whole, if you have the background of agriculture and farming, you will easily understand that farming is nothing but taking decision. Farming is nothing but the business of taking decision. How appropriately, how correctly, and how timely you are taking the decisions related to farm operations, that decides whether you are in profit or you are in loss. That decides you are earning a good income from farming, or you are running loss related farming. So it's all, decisions, your quality of decisions, your timeliness of decisions. Now the decisions related to what? When we say the decision in agriculture, decision in farming, decision related to what? Decision related to the use of factors of production. And what are the factors of production in agriculture? It's land, it's labor, capital, and management. Once we say land, taking decision related to land means what? The time of preparation of the land. How we prepare the land and when we prepare the land, that decide what our crop will be. Labor, how we are managing our manforce, our, the workers that we have available with us, how we are managing. So, all those factors of production and its management, so that we can take right decisions, that decides our agriculture and its, profitability. When we say the precision agriculture, it very simply, it highlights that how precise we are taking decisions related to agricultural activities. How objectively we are taking decisions related to the agricultural operations. And if we are more precise, quite precise and objective in taking decisions related to agricultural operations and activities, that is going to be, the more remunerative. We are going to make our farming more remunerative. Now, if you see the precision agriculture as a whole, the different dimensions. So what could be the different areas where we need to be precise, where we need to be very objective, where we need to be quite specific? So first comes the precision in soil preparation. Precision in soil preparation. When we say precision in soil preparation, it indicates what? It indicates mainly that how much we are sure about what type of soil our field is having. What is the kind of topography that our farmlands are having. So those understanding we must be having before us. Not only the soil map, we must understand what is our soil physical properties in terms of exact texture, exact plant available water capacity, water holding capacity of the soil, and what is the yield maps of our previous crops. So the soil related precision involves these three activities. And if we are managing these three activities more precisely, it means we are very precise in our soil management related issues. And then next goes that once our soil is ready, then what we require next in agriculture? Seeding operation. So there should be precision in seeding also. Seeding, precision in the seeding in means we actually place the seed in the earth. But what is important, randomly placing the seed, or, placing the seed just by guess in the earth, and then expecting that our emergence will be quite uniform, our germination will be, quite successful. That probably is not the, right indication. So what is important in precision in seeding, it means correct planting depth, ensuring the correct planting depth for the seed, and also ensuring the proper row between, this seed that we have placed in the earth. So once is the correct planting depth, and secondly, the proper row spacing. These two are another indicator for precision seeding. Now, what happens if you follow these two things in seeding? What will happen? That more seeds shall be planted in soil with high yield potential. Once we are very thorough that what is type of our soil and how we have to place our seeds, if that way we are ensured, then what will happen? The more number of seeds shall be planted in soil with high yield potential, and lesser seeds shall be planted in low yield potential area. And at the same time, when there will, the differential placement of seeding, there will be variable rate of application of fertilizer also. That is another important thing. We are applying fertilizer, but what quantity, where to place? Of course, these things are known to us. These things are manually known to us. But again, it's all what we do. We do based on our own physical calculation. So maybe chances are there we may not be as precise as we should have. And once there is, lacking in the precision, then all the, profit that we are expected to earn from seeding, that will be compromised. Third important thing, water management. Precision in water management. That is another very interesting area. How to flood, how to irrigate, whether we should irrigate by flood method or some alternative method. When to irrigate, and what should be the duration of irrigation. Of course, those things, scientists also recommend based on their research. Farmers also practice them based on their experiences, but still there is lack. So, they are lacking in doing or managing the irrigation in right perspective. And many of you might be knowing, if you are from Western Uttar Pradesh, some of you, for sugarcane, it's, flood irrigation. In night time, they will just open the irrigation channel. Whole night it will be flooding because electricity is free. So, that way, since electricity is free, it is not costing us. But what we are doing, we are not paying any cost, but at least we are damaging our soil. So how precise it should be. Now, there is another example in Maharashtra. The same sugarcane, where there in Maharashtra, there is lack of water. They do it by drip irrigation. The same sugarcane crop, but bringing precision in the irrigation water. They bring the precision in irrigation water by micro irrigation tools like drip irrigation method. And you would be very surprised to know that using the drip irrigation in sugarcane, those Maharashtra farmers, their per unit production, or what we call productivity or yield of sugarcane, is probably highest in country, touching the figure of 12 ton, 13 ton, 1300 ton, like that they have the productivity. So it's all, the precision of irrigation. So that is another important thing. Then it comes the precision of crop management. Once we have done the irrigation, we have sown the seed, irrigation also, then what we need, we further require to apply the fertilizer at different stages. We need to manage our weeds, insect pests, diseases in very efficient manner. But understanding the right time of occurrence of insect pest, understanding the right time of, to make the spray in the field, whether it is prophylactic spray or for control measure, that is again another the precision area which is very much required. So that is the another area where we require precision, that is precision in crop management. And there are many tools, which gives our gives us the precision. Say, for example, crop sensor is there, optimized boundary spreading is there, satellite steering positioning system for steering system. So those are many of the things which I'm sure I'm just touching those area. I'm sure many of our key expert or key resource person who are very much having expertise in those specific area, they shall be highlighting the details and technicalities of those mechanisms. I'm just touching what are the different domains where the precision agriculture is required, why it is required, what are the different dimensions. And now another interesting thing, once all operations are done, it doesn't mean that harvesting can be done randomly. Harvesting can be done based on using our own wisdom. Even in harvesting, we need precision. We need precision in the terms of what is the ideal time for harvesting a given crop. What is the exact moisture level in the field, in the leaves and stems and branches that suggests that yes, now we can dig the plant crop, or we can harvest the crop. So precision harvesting is another very important area. What should be the speed of harvesting? What should be the accuracy of harvesting? What should be the timing of harvesting? So those are another precision area in the harvesting aspect. So these are 4 or 5 elements which I shared with you, that these are the area which require precision. And for corresponding to each area, we have a series of tools, series of techniques that helps us, that guide us. And lastly, I will tell you, once we have all the data, all the precision related information from various activities, we can put it in our computer for data creation of data set and analyze and evaluation. That for which operation, which precision operation we got the maximum output. For which precision operation we could not get the benefit as we had anticipated. So based on those data analysis and evaluation, we further take our corrective measures, rectification measures. So, these are some of the steps which I wanted to share with you, that in crops, at every stage of crop husbandry, we need to have precision. And for those precision related things, for ensuring the precision, there are many tools, many techniques. The remote sensing technology, one of the very important, the intervention that that is coming in a long way, in a big way, in the precision agriculture. And geomapping is another thing. I'm sure one of our resource person and expert, they will be talking on that. High precision positioning system. These are some of the things which are basically the combination of IT, computer, and our practices. So it's all the combination of mechanical engineering, mechatronics, and electronics and artificial intelligence. So that's a very wonderful area, very exciting domain that we must, understand. Being a student of agriculture or being a professional in agriculture, we must understand these areas. Likewise, smart sensor and range of IT application combined with high-tech engineering. Lot of sensor. Even I have seen IIT Kanpur, they have developed a tool, a kind of small machine costing around 1,800 or 2,000. You simply put a pinch of soil, just make it mixture, powdered kind of thing, put into sensor. That will, within 1 minute, that will give you the complete, its parameter. What is the nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, sodium, potassium, calcium, all the parameter it will give you. So, it's a kind of high-tech engineering related or IT application related thing, integrated electronic communication. So those are the things, which is offering a great support to precision agriculture. And my appeal will be that all the, the agricultural graduates or postgraduate students, if you are attending it, this will also open, opportunity for creating job opportunities in this area also, precision agriculture. So you can understand it, you can establish your own thing, you can create jobs for other. Or if you are a scientific, in scientific profession, you are in research, that will give you the research avenue. You can do the things at your own research institutes or SAUs for a bigger learning, greater learning, and contributing to the profession of agriculture. So these are some of my words which I wanted to introduce to all the participants. I am thankful to organizer that he has given me the chance, the opportunity to share my views on such an important subject that is precision agriculture among all the participants. Once again, I shall welcome my colleague, Dr. T. Damodaran and Dr. Tripathi and many more who are here. So once again, thanks to one and all. If you have any query, you can ask me in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very knowledgeable session. Sir have explained to all the participants very well regarding precision. You have explained regarding what are the different tools like GIS, GPS, remote sensing, variable rate technology, yield monitor. Sir briefly explained how precision agriculture will be helpful to the farming community in crop management. Like they can use different tools over there, like LCC, leaf color chart, like SPAT, that would be helpful to the farmers. He have explained very well how can precision farming will be helpful in water management by the use of drip irrigation rather than going for flood irrigation. Further, he has explained various other technologies by which we can manage the agriculture production and will enhance the farmer income on a large scale. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable suggestion and very knowledgeable session. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you. I could see that my friends, Dr. Prabhat has also joined. So it's nice to see you, sir, on the screen. Dr. Damodar also, my friend.
Yeah,
Most welcome, sir.
we should be very thankful to technology. At least virtually we are meeting and seeing Damodaran online.
Yes, yes.
In the
Yes,
series,
how are you?
in the series, here we proceed further. Nothing great can be achieved without great men. And great men are great if they are determined to do so. So we are happy to have with us Dr. Prabhat Kumar Sir, Horticulture Commissioner, Government of India, and ex-National Coordinator, ICR National Agriculture Higher Education Project. Sir has done his graduation from CSA UAT Kanpur and Masters from PAU Ludhiana. Sir has completed his PhD degree in floriculture and landscaping in the year 2002 and has joined as assistant professor in GB Pant University, Pantnagar in the year 2003. Sir is selected for the post of assistant professor in HNGBU Gadwal, a Central University School of Agriculture in 2012. He was further selected for the post of senior scientist at IRI New Delhi in 2013 and become principal scientist in 2015. He has guided many students under his head in floriculture and landscaping. Sir has many publications under his head and has published many research articles, review paper, newspaper, magazine articles, and many more. At the capacity of national coordinator, he has developed and monitored evaluation cell to coordinate with all the partners and facilitate to establish SARS, that is Center of Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology Center, in a cut-edge area like genomics, climate smart agriculture, digital agriculture, conservation agriculture, secondary agriculture, etc. He has organized of many conferences and being the lifetime member of many societies and visited on being appreciated on call to various foreign countries and university for the visit. Sir, I welcome you for today's session. As sir is very equipped and has done a lot of work in precision agriculture, smart agriculture technologies. So here I call upon sir to deliver lecture for students and participants how precision agriculture would be more helpful to the students in horticulture, as sir is well equipped in horticulture, and how it will be benefiting to all our audience and to participants, and how they will help to increase the income of India. Sir, I welcome you once again for this lecture.
No, thank you very much, Jyoti, for a very, we'll say, elaborative, introduction, very kind words. Thank you very much. And I am very thankful to the organizer for, organizing such type of conference or the international training on the precision agriculture. That is the need of our. Before to start, I also see my colleagues, Dr. Damodaran is here and Dr. Tubeji is here, B.K. Tripathi, head of department, and Ankur, Mansu, So the very important thing is that actually I am very glad to see, because nowadays how the knowledge is migrating from one platform to another platform, the technology has enabled us to see that. And particularly igniting a young mind is the duty of the learned people. So I'm thankful to the organizer. They are igniting the mind of the young people, those who are in the agriculture, number one. Number two, the topic they have chosen, it is again commendable, and they deserve appreciation, because this is a need of our in the agriculture. And as you know, earlier agriculture used to say that it's a gamble of the monsoon, number one. Number two, the wastage of the resources. If you see many data, FAO, UNO, World Bank, you will find it's a guzzler of the water, guzzler of the many inputs. So that is again, it is said that in agriculture there is no precision. When we were actually studying at that time, if you see the seed rate was like 15 kg to 25 kg. If you see the irrigation, it was a 1 to 7. So means this is not a precision. And the sowing time, if you see, this is a 15 to 20 days. So basically the precision agriculture is the need of hour now. Why I am telling you need of hour? Because science has matured. Science is mature and now integration is taking place. Earlier, the agriculture scientists were not interacting with the other part of the, education. But if you go outside the world, you will find agriculture universities are well married with the, engineering university, medical university. Even in the Japan, here we are saying that simply it is a functional fruit. It is a low glycemic index is there. But you can't say in the Japan until unless it is not approved by the doctor. So time has come where on one platform, the knowledge has to be brought and it should be evaluated by the concerned people. So this precision agriculture, why it is coming up, you have to as a student understand. Number one, the whole society has gone for the high computational activity, means the computational power has been increased. Number one. Number two, the image, that is more important, that is the image technology has gone. Then processing technology has gone miles away. And the more important is the sensor technology. So if you see the all technologies, ultimately then we go for, basically they are the data generator. Why I'm telling to the student, I'm thankful to the organizer, because these jargons sometimes become heavy for the agriculture student, but though they are not heavy. If you enter into this, you will find they are very simple. They are basically collecting the data, and basically it is a matter of the data. Once you are having a million of data, you can go for the precision. So what is happening? By image, you are taking the data through the satellite. Now it is a very easy. By the camera, you are taking the images. So images are there, and once images are there, you can take decision. I will tell you, if suppose that a newly born kid is there, every time the family is telling, tell daddy, tell mama, tell grandfather, what that guy is doing. That small kid actually taking the pics, but that is not known to you. It is an unconscious picture taking is going on. And later on, when there is in mass, if the father is there, kid will identify. How he has identified? Because that the data has gone in the mind. Same way, if you take the data of the crop, take the data of the insect, take the data of the pest, take the data of the diseases, abnormalities. Once you are having a lot of data, so computational capacity has increased, and through the programming, you can say this is the disease, same way the kids has done. So he actually processed in the subtle mind and immediately said that my dad is there. So because he took a lot of picture and that is stored in the mind. So the same way it happens. So my dear student, why I am telling you this example, very simple example of image processing, because image processing nothing, it is taking the data in the image form, what you have taken in the form of 1, 2, 3 in the arithmetic form. So second thing is that sensor. Sensor, again, it is a data taking, real-time data. You are putting a sensor, it means your real-time moisture you are getting, real-time weather data you are getting. So what is happening, real-time decision you can take, and the precision you can match. Now I will tell you the example. When I was a national coordinator, I gave a project to the Rahuri to develop a climate smart agriculture and Parvani a digital agriculture. Both were on the precision agriculture. So basically the precision agriculture is nothing, it is a resource optimization. Somebody may ask why a precision agriculture is needed. So precision agriculture is a resource optimization for more efficient utilization of the input, which led to the more productivity with the less input. So it's become a profitable. So basically this is the mantra of the precision agriculture. There what we have done, we tried to develop a full irrigation scheduler was developed. So I will tell you this particularly, I will come with the jargon. The jargon is AI, artificial intelligence, then machine learning, deep learning. But I will give you example of this full irrigation scheduler. What happened? We started taking the crab data of irrigation scheduling. That is basically a historical data. You are having like in wheat, mango, in every crop we are having the irrigation schedule. That be fed in the machine. One data set was ready. The second data set we started trying to get from the weather. So what we did actually automatic weather station was put up. And we were taking the data from the other automatic weather station. Now, there was a need to combine those data, historical data and the real-time data. Means suppose that irrigation is required, then how to take the decision? So we started working on the AI, and artificial intelligence gave a chart, a platform where we started putting the data and allowed machine learning and deep learning. And machine learning, what is machine learning? Machine learning is nothing when two machines start talking. So what happened? The historical data started talking to the real data, automatic weather station. And it was remotely controlled. You are sitting in the Lucknow, your orchard is in the Maharashtra. Immediately a message will come to you. Now it is a time to irrigate. So that irrigation was calculated on the basis of weather. So sometimes error may happen if you take one data. Suppose that if you are taking one data of irrigation scheduling and not matching with your weather data, you are irrigating and next day you are getting a heavy downpour. So what is happening? Your all the resources are going to be wasted because you have irrigated, energy you have utilized, labor you have utilized, you put cost in your orchard, and very fine morning you are getting a heavy downpour. But through the AI and machine learning, your machine is saying it's a time to irrigate, but the AWS immediately saying that don't irrigate because morning you are going to have a downpour. Number one. Number two, in image processing, that is a sorting, grading. If you see an apple, in anything, you put the sensor, you will find grading. And particularly in harvesting, though in India, the machines have not been yet developed, but outside you will find robotic harvester. Again, the image are put, and if an apple, if this hand is going and seeing, and immediately capturing that is a mature one. So in the cotton, we have developed it. Up to the prototype level, we have reached. In the cotton, what we did, we put a millions of the picture there. And now the robot is going and it is taking the picture of the ball and matching whether it is a mature or not. Which one is mature, it is a picking up. So since time is already, I thought that I will complete in 5 minutes. A lot of success stories are there. And the selective herbicide, if you see now people are trying. Even Dr. Dubey was telling, that was basically, again, a sensor and image-based technology was there, where non-destructive analysis of soil was put up. Now, many like chlorophyll, many data you have taken, that was in the destructive form. Now it is a non-destructive form. By images, by sensor, you can take. So same way, this technology is coming up and outside the world. Now in India, it will also start. So my earnest request to the people, particularly those who are doing PG and PhD, they should train their mind towards these and try to understand those words in a very simple way. It is not a very big job. Even 12th pass students are doing the programming. So you learn a small programming and put the programming is also important. So that's why I'm telling blockchain technology. This is again precision. Traceability is there. You can't trace your product. People are saying that because they are saying that by traceability, blockchain technology, SOS. So those 10 jargons are there. AI, machine learning, deep learning. So you go through, understand it. It is a very simple. I told you in the beginning itself, it's a nothing. It's a taking the data and computational facility has increased. So that's why you can compute it and come to the decision. So thank you very much once again. to organizer to giving me this opportunity to share my thought on this very important topic, that is a precision agriculture. And not only in precision agriculture, even you develop a precise attitude in yourself also. So that will give you a lot of dividend. And dividend, if you want to get, you have to economize the input. And ultimately, again, I will tell you the mantra of precision agriculture is optimizing resources and predictive agriculture. Earlier, it is there's a cardiograph of the farmer is weather. We have to actually conquer with our technology. That is also important. And resiliency. I told you there is a lot of scope to speak, but resiliency in agriculture and optimization of resources, these are the important aspects you have to tackle through this data driven. And the coming future is a future of the data science. And all what you are talking about precision and all, it all leading towards the data. So data science will empower the human being. For you chat GPT, you see, you just put the on chat GPT is again power of the data only. Again, precision and note you will get. So thank you once again, organizer, for giving me this opportunity to share my thought and ignite the young mind. I thought today that would be enough, and we will listen the expert, those who are working in this domain. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for very knowledgeable words. Sir, I have explained very well regarding how sensor would be helpful for data acquisition, how we can take the data from the source and how it can be analyzed in a very simplified form that it can be used by the scientists, and then it can be helpful to the farmers in their field. Thank you so much, sir, from your spending the time from your busy schedule and providing us very knowledgeable session. Sir, being the president of the organization of AgriMeet Foundation, I always be present there to help us whenever we needed him. So I personally from AgriMeet Foundation, thank you, sir, for your valuable suggestions and time, as well as your valuable today's session and knowledgeable session. Thank you so much, sir. Moving forward with the session, I would say that the ultimate goal of farming is not growing of the crop, but the cultivation and the perfection of human being. So here we have with us T. Damodaran, sir, Director CISH Lucknow. Sir has done his MSc and PhD from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University and have joined ARS in the year 1999. Later, he has got selected as senior scientist at ICAR CSSRI Institute in Lucknow, and he has further been placed as principal scientist in the same institute and served as head in charge in the station since 2020. On 23rd January 2023, he assumed the charge as regular director of ICR CISH Lucknow and is currently leading the institute. Sir is having the dynamic experience in the field of rhizospheric microbial diversity of perennial fruit crop for inducing abiotic and biotic stress tolerance in agri-horticulture crop to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and fungicides that are great concern to the eco-security. He has worked with many new technologies and having the wide experience in the field of agriculture, especially in horticulture, and have knowledge as well as experience in managing the extension services for the farmers. He has served as various positions as has been the recipient of many awards like Jawaharlal Nehru Award from Ministry of Agriculture, New Delhi, for his work on banana resistant breeding, Biotech Product and Process Development and Commercialization Award from Ministry of Science and Technology, New Delhi. He has further been the recipient of Young Scientist Award by the Indian Science Congress for his pioneering work in horticulture and eco-safety initiative in research. He has more than 50 research papers and many research articles under his head. I hereby request sir to kindly be present here and deliver a lecture which will be very motivating for our farmers as well as for all the agriculture students and all the intellectual present over here. I hereby personally request sir to present and give his motivational words. Sir, please.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you, Ms. Jyoti, for giving a very elaborate thing on myself on biodata and other thing. And I also thank the organizers for inviting me and my special thanks to and my regards to my dear friend and colleague and Dr. Prabhat, Dr. Saab, and also another colleague, Dr. Dubey, and a lot of people are here. It's a very nice opportunity, and I was really delighted to hear to both Dr. Dubey and Dr. Prabhat's lecture. It was excellent. Oh, he has proved that he's a very good teacher and a very good manager. Wonderful, Doctor. Regards. And I think a lot of issues has been covered by earlier thing. Now I'll be specifically focusing because rather what perennial food, because the precision agriculture in can be have two different phases in like annuals in vegetables or in cereal crops. We can manage and develop a precision farming system and it works. But in perennials, it's really challenging. Perennials means I mean the food crops because different ecosystems are there, different types of flowering, different types of vulnerability is there. And the great challenge to address is the climate change because of late, lot of this in mango flowering has happened. People are suffering. What is there? Loss is there. Everything has come. And the only solution is through precision farming because artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, these are the only things that can save the agricultural scenario, which we are just witnessing and which we are going to witness in future if the climate change has started to happen. And if we are going to fight against the climate change, this is the only solution that we have to adopt. That is a climate resilient agriculture. And climate resilient agriculture is nothing but integration of our that is management protocols, management strategies with artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, that is starting from the weather surveillance, disease and pest surveillance, and a lot of other issues and post-harvest value chain. Because I'll be confining mostly to the horticultural sector because since we have a lot of experience on this also, and mostly to fruit trees in these sectors because they are mostly vulnerable also. If you see in the mango, which is one of the favorite and choicest fruit of the country, and it is a highly vulnerable to climatic indices. And there are a lot of success stories that has resulted in fighting against these climate changes, in inducing resiliency. For example, what we have to tell is, in horticulture crops, the first and primary thing is quality planting material. We can very early witness that is a clean planting material program where our Honorable Prime Minister through Department of Agriculture and Cooperation has emphasized this year for promoting the clean quality planting material because it is the need for the hour. For example, if you plant a mango or any perennial crop, another 30 to 45 years you are going to live with this crop. And if after some 5 to 10 years, the plant material turns to be vulnerable and turns to be susceptible to the disease or any other thing or infected with the disease you have planted, you will be losing the 10 years of labor which you have incurred. The only solution to take care is the production of a clean planting material. And what is this precision farming linked with a clean planting material? We may be wondering. They have nursery plants, they are grafting, they are going to give us, they are going to make the same potting mixture. It is well known. What is the new thing you are going to tell? Yes. Now, consumer friendly market protection. That is consumer. The consumer is who is the consumer for the nursery? The farmers are the consumers because they need a very quality planting material. That means the consumer should know what is the quality of the planting material he is going to take. How he can be knowing? We need to have a traceability of the sand and the planting material. The traceability means QR code based traceability. If you scan a QR code, the consumer should know which is the mother plant of this plant, particular seedling which you have taken, which is the mother plant of the particular graft you have taken. For example, graft, Goa, whatever it is. What is the history of the mother plant? What is the age of the mother plant? What is the yield of the mother plant? What is the capacity of the mother plant to withstand the disease and other things? Whether we can go for this particular seedling or not, whether we can go for the particular lot or not, when it was grafted, because each timing specific grafting is very important to the success of the material and also for the establishment of the material. What are the menus you are added? Whether he has used any toxic chemicals in this? What is the thing we can procure? What is the disease incidence? Whether it has been screened for any disease for all these things like nematodes and disease. These are the things. And clean planting material program, if we could achieve success, the basic thing is traceability of the sand material, traceability of the mother plant. If this thing is followed, the first step itself is clear because seeds, if you say, like that's a planting material for the horticulture. These are the lives of the plants. If you are going to get success in this, we are going to get success in any other thing. And where all we can do in this, one is the traceability. And second thing is rootstock breeding. All the other countries apart from India, they go for specific rootstock for grafting because they know these rootstocks will survive under even adverse conditions. There is a difference between a rootstock and a cyan material. If you are going to use a very good stock like polyambryony or whatever it is, a known rootstock for a guava or a thing which can attribute tolerance to some of the soil-borne diseases. For example, mango soil-borne disease is the wilt of mango. For guava, it is a soil-borne disease, the wilt of guava. And when it is get expressed after 25 years, after 20 years, that means after 20 years, if the disease comes and the inoculum grows down, all the 20 years, whatever work you have done for 15 years or 20 years, it goes waste because the tree's potential yield itself starts from 5th to 6th year, and very good potential comes from 15 after 15 years. So all these things needs to be addressed. That means we have to have a very good rootstock which is tolerant. That means it can withstand even the adverse conditions, that is biotic and abiotic stress. And this is one step for the perennial crops. And now secondly, because I'm in a very short time, I'd like to cover three aspects. One is the nursery, second is the production. Coming to the production aspects, what are the most vulnerability indexes of climate? That is, if you are going to have a precision farming in horticultural crops, the first and the primary thing is the linkage with the weather parameters. Weather parameters are very important, and we can say one of the success for the management of the mango or any perennial crops is the timely surveillance of the weather parameters. We have to see when is the rainfall is going to come, because we can't avoid any unseasonal rains. During the flowering this year, there was 2 to 3 regularly unseasonal rains were there. In different parts of the country, it was there. South India was very terrifically affected because of these rains and other things. And in the North India, we escaped, and there people used to say that a lot of hailstorms has occurred. What is going to happen? But in we had a very good network with people of nearly 10 to 12 districts in the UP, where we integrated and devised a artificial intelligence based system where we have compiled the weather data for the 1 month. We know it's going to happen, and we have instructed them, because weather parameter is not like that the rain has come, your flower has dropped. Secondary infections are there. We have to avoid anthracnose. If the disease comes after the, what are all the diseases that is going to come when there is going to be after rain humidity? What is the disease it is going to come? What are all the disadvantageous pest situations are going to arise, and how you can counteract? Because we should know the time interval between the one of the shower and the other shower, so that we can initiate the timely management of disease and pest. And this intelligent forecasting system has served us for that. How we linked it? We linked it with the use of our Internet of Things. We have linked all the farmers to one platform. We have communicated. That is, in Saranpur, you are going to get the rain earlier than what you are going to get in the eastern UP. So you start going in for prophylactic spray now itself, so that after rains, whatever the blossom blight you are going to tell, that is blossom blight means blackening of your inflorescence that is going to occur, you can stop it. And same way in eastern UP, we told the rain is going to be little later. Now you can wait for your spray and don't irrigate your field. Like my colleague also discussed, it is a wonderful tool for irrigation, because huge archer irrigation, because usually the mangoes fruiting season starts during the summer only. If there is going to be a rain, we can say 1 or 2 irrigation. That's an excellent thing for the farmers. So this is concerned with the management practices and timely spraying through drone technology and a wide area of coverage. And now one of our scientists has come out, or post-harvest scientist. We can say it's really a very good breakthrough also. He has employed the sensors into the drone system, so that the sensors can detect where are the trees, and it will be spraying only in the tree zones. Otherwise, if the drone used to fly in the entire area of the field, it will be spraying where there is no plant also. Now, because of the reflection of light, he has used it, and wherever the green canopy and other canopy will be recognized, there only the sprayer will be operating. This is one such mechanism where we can save the ecosystem also, because excessive sprays are avoided. And now I am coming to the ecosystem, the third point. That means in a mango, from flowering to harvest, they used to take at least 7 to 8 sprays. You imagine 7 to 8 sprays when the fruit we are going to consume. What will be the residual effect apart from other things? So for covering this, a simple technology of bagging the fruits. It costs 2 rupees 50 paise in mass to bag a single fruit. If you are going to do a bagging technology, that means what are all the things you are going to get the profit? It is a simple intervention in precision farming. Timely bagging, that is very important. In stage fruit, when you are going to bag, you are escaping 4 to 5 sprays. That means there is no need for spraying for any abiotic stress factors that is going to occur. Any whatever the hailstorms is going to occur, it is not going to hamper your fruit. And second thing is very good color development because it escapes a lot of your disease pathogens. Mostly the pathogens, that black dots that comes on your mango, it's because of anthracnose disease that you can escape. Suppose because of this backing, what you are going to achieve, that means increased shelf life and farmers market intelligence, because mango starts harvesting from June to August, whatever June to the late July, they can the season will start June first week to June end or July first week. You are before the rains, all your dasheri will be completed in the northern India. Now the farmer has a chance to work on the market intelligence. He can wait for the rates because the bagged fruits can be harvested even in the second week of July or later after July, because we can manipulate the thing. That is a simple bagging technology, how it has worked. It has saved 4 sprayings for a farmer. So these are all small things that can give a very good ultimate result. And shelf life elongation. Once your shelf life is increased because of a spray, this bagging, that means your first step for export market is being created. These are all the things we manipulated. And second comes your simple harvesting at right maturity stage based on the weather factors. You know, when the rain comes, a lot of disease factors also comes. So we can devise the indices, optimum maturity period we can harvest, and simple pre-harvest and post-harvest sprays we can regulate. So that optimum stage harvest and a post-harvest treatment of washing after the harvest itself removes all the latex and lot of the insects, that is fruit flies also that has been there due to initial rains or other thing. Simple hot water treatment for 60 seconds, we can say. So because of 20 seconds at 60 degrees Celsius. This will solve a lot of problem for your black blotches and you get a very good market price. The mango that is being sold for 20 rupees can be sold even for 40 rupees because of the quality. What you have done nothing but a precision time of harvest and precision time of your post-harvest treatment. These are all the simple things which we have to not only in mango. Coming to the banana tissue culture industry, the major thing is automation. What are the automations they are doing is, normally tissue culture, they used to have precision time of your supplementing of the media, precision time in your manipulating your that is your hardening time, and simple thing like if suppose we are multiplying in a bioreactor or anything, the artificial nowadays we have devised another protocol also based on the light scattering mechanism. You will get a sensor based information that your media is depleting. You have to introduce the media into the bioreactor. That means you are saving the mortality percentage. That means your success percentage and cost of investment for the planting material production in tissue culture industry. If you are going to save the cost of production of planting material, that means simultaneously the farmer is going to save his prior, that is your investment cost also. These are all the simple interventions. Same way coming to the disease forecasting. If you say in banana and other crop, suppose there is an outbreak of any diseases there, like wilt or anything, the beetles have come, the outbreak is there. It is very impossible for a policymaker or a scientist to assess where the disease has outbreaken. Earlier years, even when we are doing in 10 years before or 5 years before, we used to go for intensive surveys covering day and night in each and every orchard where the disease has come, what we have to do. Then we sit and plan, you have to spray at this time, you should spray. Now with the intervention of drone, with the hyperspectral images capturing, now we have reduced that period. The drone goes and gives us the information within seconds. That means the researchers and policymakers have a time window to take the decision where they have to apply the material for controlling the disease, where they have to do the training program, where they have to go for the awareness program. What is the policy decision we can take this time? How the disease is progressing, how the disease is going to reduce. These are all some of the very precision in the thing, the hypersectoral imaging through drone-based technology has given. We have practically used one such example. My colleague also knows that is 2-3 years before there was a very dangerous outbreak of one of the dreadful disease of banana called as banana fusarium. It came from the Nepal borders to Indian borders, and it started spreading like a wildfire to the entire UP, to Bihar and other thing. The policymakers and researchers were astonishing where it could spread. Other, if it goes to Maharashtra and other states, the entire banana industry will get hampered. What we are going to do, what we are going to manage, everything we were doing. And this hyperspectral imaging came to us. Intensive surveys were done through the drone technology. We were able to identify the patches where the disease is there. And luckily, what the first thing we we were able to educate the farmer, because primary education is very important to prevent the spread of any disease. For example, in COVID also what it did, prophylactic measures, wear mask and other things. Similarly, we told the farmers, you don't move your tractors to other fields, you are getting the restricted. Other farmers, you don't go to his field, you don't use this type of a thing from him. Here the disease has come. This is the first step we could stop spread of the disease. And it has given time window for us to develop a technology to address the management of the disease. So these are all simple success stories. I think I've taken a lot of time also, but these are simple success stories which I'd like to attribute. Small interventions in precision farming can save crores and crores of economy for the country and for the farmers also. Only thing is how we are going to take this to the people, and that is a big challenge. And I think the system is working in an excellent manner with startups and very good atmosphere for entrepreneurship. I feel a lot of viewers will be there. We should develop entrepreneurship through precision agriculture, like example, that is your nursery technologies, traceability of the planting material, then geotagging of your orchards, export incubators, and marketing linkages and value chain, where we can integrate with artificial intelligence, which market, what are the rates. For example, this year mango market, in southern India, there is a decline in the market. They need a lot of mangoes. So North Indian mangoes, even though they were vulnerable to the climatic factors. The one thing we were promising a very good rate for them to the southern part also, when we are going to have a market lecture. These are all the good entrepreneurship that people can take it in market linkage, market intelligence, and link it with Internet of Things for the success of wonderful sustainable agriculture in the country. And I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to share some of my perspectives and where we should progress for the future sustainable agriculture and horticulture in the country. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for a very knowledgeable session. Sir has explained very well regarding how precision agriculture will be helpful for horticulture crops. He have explained everything, how the farmer will be how different techniques will be helpful to the farmer. So I would just say it with a quote by thanking the sir. The curiosity is more important than knowledge, because curiosity leads to learn more. If science has to grow, the younger generation, who are the future of the country, should take up the challenge and fill up the needs of the country production. So thank you so much, sir, for very knowledgeable session. कार्यक्रम की अगली कड़ी को बढ़ाते हुए मैं संपूर्ण आदर के साथ बुलाना चाहूंगी हमारे सप्रिय डॉक्टर बीके त्रिपाठी सर कि वो आए, जो सीएसए में असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर एंड हेड की पोजीशन पे हैं, एंड ही इज आल्सो वर्किंग एज प्रेसिडेंट इन एग्रीमीट फाउंडेशन। मैं आमंत्रित करूंगी कि सर आए और अपने सुविचारों के साथ हमारे सभी प्रतिभागियों को संबोधित करें। सर प्लीज।
धन्यवाद ज्योति जी। सर्वप्रथम मैं इस एक मंथ के ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के प्रारंभ में अपने बड़े भाई डॉक्टर प्रभात कुमार शुक्ला जी, जो भारत सरकार में हॉर्टिकल्चर कमिश्नर हैं, उनको धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। उनके मार्गदर्शन में और डॉक्टर एसके दुबे जी डायरेक्टर अटारी के मार्गदर्शन में डॉक्टर अंकुर शर्मा ने जो एक मंथ की ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम प्रिसीजन फार्मिंग पर छात्रों के हित के लिए लिया है, बहुत ही सराहनीय कदम है। मैं इस समय आप सबको बताना चाहता हूं, जैसा डॉक्टर टी दामोदरन जी ने और हॉर्टिकल्चर और डिप्टी कमिश्नर एसके भदौरिया जी ने कहा कि डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, उनको सदुपयोग में लाना है, क्योंकि प्रिसीजन का मतलब होता है कि सभी को समय पर इफिशिएंट यूज करना, so that we have to get quality production with suitable use of all. Means you have to use the right things at right time, and as Dr. T. Damodaran ji said, आपको प्रारंभ से लेकर अंत तक सही समय पर सिंचाई देना है। किसी भी बीमारी के फोरकास्ट करके उसके नियंत्रण को आपको देखना है, और साथ ही साथ किसी भी वस्तु के, किसी भी प्रोड्यूस के मार्केट में जाने से पहले उसके सही से परिपक्वता निर्धारण के बाद ही तुड़ाई करना है। इसके पूर्व हमारे हॉर्टिकल्चर कमिश्नर डॉक्टर प्रभात कुमार जी ने बताया कि सभी टूल्स का आप सदुपयोग करेंगे लेकिन इसकी नॉलेज छात्रों को होना चाहिए, क्योंकि छात्र ही वो हैं जो आगे भविष्य में कहीं ना कहीं जाकर देश के उन्नति में योगदान दे रहे हैं और देंगे, क्योंकि यदि उनको सही से नॉलेज नहीं है तो फिर प्रॉब्लम आती है। जैसा कि आजकल आप देख रहे हैं कि बुकिश नॉलेज बढ़ रही है, प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज कम हो रही है। छात्रों को फील्ड में जाना चाहिए, फील्ड में जाके ट्रेनिंग के हिसाब से आपको एक्सपीरियंस को अनुभव लेना चाहिए। इसके पहले जो ड्रोन कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी और ड्रोन ट्रेनिंग हुई थी, उसका भी प्रिसीजन फार्मिंग में सदुपयोग जरूरी है। अन्यथा की स्थिति में ड्रोन का प्रयोग तो करेंगे, जब तक आप स्पेसिफाई यूरिया नहीं करेंगे कि किस एरिया में किस कार्य में आपको प्रयोग करना है, कैसे करना है, तब तक आप पूर्व का अनुभव का यूज नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन उसको ड्रोन की जो ट्रेनिंग हुई थी, ड्रोन के जो कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी, ड्रोन की जो टेक्निक आप सीख चुके हैं, उसको सदुपयोग में लाते हुए प्रिसीजन फार्मिंग पर आप अपनी नॉलेज को सदुपयोग में करते हुए आप अपने नॉलेज को एनहांस करके, नॉलेज का सही सदुपयोग करके, इफिशिएंटली यूज करके प्रोडक्शन को और प्रोडक्टिविटी को बढ़ा सकते हैं। मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा ज्योति शर्मा जी का, जो सीईओ है एग्रीमीट फाउंडेशन की। विभिन्न एक्टिविटीज को विभिन्न समय पर, सही समय पर अंकुर को बताकर सही समय पर इम्प्लीमेंट कराती रहती हैं, जिससे कि किसानों का और छात्रों का दोनों का सही सदुपयोग होता है और उनके समय का, छात्रों की नॉलेज का एनहांसमेंट होता है। और अंकुर शर्मा का कहना है क्या, ये तो रोज नई तकनीक, पहले ड्रोन पर, फिर प्रिसीजन फार्मिंग पर, नेक्स्ट इनका एस्पेक्ट है मिलेट्स पर, कुछ ना कुछ छात्रों के हित में सोचते रहते हैं, क्योंकि इनके मार्गदर्शक डॉक्टर प्रभात कुमार जी, डॉक्टर एसके दुबे जी जो है अच्छी अच्छी बातें बताकर अच्छी टेक्निक्स के छात्रों का हित और ज्ञान वर्धन करते रहते हैं। मैं इस एग्रीमीट फाउंडेशन के ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर अखिलेश मिश्रा को भी धन्यवाद कहना चाहूंगा कि वो भी इस ट्रेनिंग में अपना पूर्ण सहयोग दे रहे हैं और इस संस्था को बढ़ाने में छात्रों के हित में बराबर अंकुर को सहयोग करते रहते हैं। और इस प्रकार से मैं चाहता हूं कि छात्रों के लिए ये 1 मंथ की ट्रेनिंग जो है बहुत ही लाभप्रद होगी। जो ड्रोन से नॉलेज पाई है, प्रिसीजन में नॉलेज पाएंगे, उन दोनों को सदुपयोग करके अपने नॉलेज को बढ़ाते हुए किसान हित के नए कार्य करते रहेंगे। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, जो आपने अपने समस्त कार्यक्रम से समय निकालकर हमारे सभी प्रतिभागियों का मार्गदर्शन किया। मैं बताना चाहूंगी कि सर हमारी एग्रीमीट फाउंडेशन को हर वक्त जब हमें इनकी जरूरत होती है, सर हमेशा हम सबके साथ खड़े रहते हैं। हर ट्रेनिंग में, हर प्रोग्राम का हर सारा मार्गदर्शन, कैसे वो चलेगा, कैसे वो एग्जीक्यूट होगा, सर हर चीज में हमारी हेल्प करते हैं। Along with that, I also thank whole Agreement team. As sir is also the president of the team, I humbly thank Dr. Ankur Sharma, who is also working as assistant professor in CSGM University, and also the Secretary General of Agreement Foundation. It is single-handedly an effort of Ankur Sharma sir that he have done various conferences on his own, and with the coordination of our fatherly figure who always support us, Dr. B.K. Tripathi sir, Dr. Akhilesh Mishra sir, Dr. Prabhat sir, Sunita ma'am, Dr. S.K. Dubey sir, who is new in our team and always support us whenever we went to them and asked them for any help, whether it is any conference related to millet, whether it is any conference related to drone, sir has provided his wide support to everyone. So I thank you, sir. कार्यक्रम की अगली कड़ी में मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर अखिलेश मिश्रा सर को, जो कार्यरत हैं सीएसए में डिवीजन ऑफ एग्रोनॉमी में प्रोफेसर एंड हेड की पोजीशन पे, कि वो आए और हमारे सभी प्रतिभागियों का अभिनंदन करें और उन्हें अपने सुविचारों के साथ उनका मार्गदर्शन करें। सर प्लीज।
सबसे पहले तो मैं इस 30 दिन की ट्रेनिंग के जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के सभी मेंबर्स हैं और सभी सहयोगी गण हैं, उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और बहुत बहुत उनको शुभकामनाएं देना चाहूँगा कि उन्होंने छात्रों के हित में, वैज्ञानिकों के जानकारी के लिए और बहुत सी नई चीज़ों का जो आजकल की आवश्यकता है उसके अनुसार इस ट्रेनिंग को संपादित करने का योजना बनाई। इससे हमारे पूर्व वक्ताओं ने बहुत विस्तार में जानकारी दी इसके बारे में जैसे अभी हमारे पूर्व में आदरणीय प्रोफेसर नजीर अहमद साहब, कुलपति जम्मू कश्मीर, डॉक्टर प्रभात कुमार जी, डॉक्टर सुधीर कुमार भदौरिया जी, डॉक्टर शांतनु जी, डॉक्टर टी दामोदरन जी और हमारे साथी सहयोगी जिससे कि और क्योंकि आने वाला भविष्य अगर विजन है तो आने वाले भविष्य के जो कर्ता धर्ता है वो हमारे छात्रगण ही है। तो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण यहाँ पर ये बात आती है कि प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर आखिर इसकी आवश्यकता क्यों है और ये क्या करती है, कैसे हम इसको, जहाँ तक जानने की बात है कहीं भी प्रणाली, कंप्यूटर का युग है, सॉफ्टवेयर का युग है, सभी लोग जानते हैं, उसका प्रयोग क्षेत्रों में बहुत अच्छे तरीके से हो रहा है, जैसे अकाउंट्स में है और बहुत सारी बनाने, लेकिन कृषि में शुरुआती दौर पर उपयोग चल रहा है। तो जितनी भी डिजिटल एग्रीकल्चर की टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, इन सब का उपयोग करके हमारा उद्देश्य ये है कि फसल की उत्पादकता में वृद्धि की जाए। इसके लिए हमको जो जैसे फार्मिंग पर विशिष्ट जो है फसल के प्रबंधन के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाना से हमारा ये प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर की जो है जो इसके उद्देश्य है इसको साकार किया जा सकता है। जो प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर है इसमें मुख्य बात जो ध्यान देने की है कि कृषि उपज को अधिकतम बढ़ावा देने हेतु सटीक और उपयुक्त मात्रा में जैसे जो कृषि निवेश है जैसे कि जल, उर्वरक, कीटनाशक आदि जो एग्रीकल्चर के इनपुट्स हैं इनका सही उपयोग, यानी कि सही समय पर, सही स्थान पर और सही मात्रा में ये जो कृषि की जो निविष्टियां हैं इनका इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए। इसका इस्तेमाल करने के लिए हमें बहुत सारे उपकरण जो कि डिजिटल हैं, जो आधुनिक हैं, उनका उपयोग करना पड़ता है, जैसे कि सूचना और संचार तकनीकी, वायरलेस सेंसर नेटवर्किंग, रोबोटिक्स, ड्रोन, वेरिएबल रेट टेक्नोलॉजी, जियो स्पेशल मेथड्स और ऑटोमेटिक पोजिशनिंग सिस्टम। इन सब का उपयोग करके हम जो प्रिसीजन खेती करेंगे, इस तकनीकी को अपना करके जो फसल का उत्पादन करेंगे, उसको उत्पादन की आर्थिक और पर्यावरणीय स्थिरता में हम अच्छे से सुधार कर सकते हैं। इस तकनीक के लिए जीपीएस सभी लोग नाम सुनते रहे हैं और अभी नेविगेशन के लिए हम लोग मोबाइल में भी उपयोग करते हैं। उसी जीपीएस का इस प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण स्थान। इससे जीपीएस से लैस जो उपकरण है किसानों की कृषि गतिविधियों को अधिक उत्पादन और कुशल बनाने में सहायता करेंगे। जीपीएस की सहायता से किसान खेत के विशिष्ट स्थानों का वहां चुनाव जाकर कर सकते हैं कि कहाँ पर हमारी मिट्टी की उर्वरता कम है या ज्यादा है, क्योंकि हमारे जो खेत हैं वे एक खेत में बहुत प्रकार के जो है अंतर पाया जाता है। जैसे उर्वरता देखिए तो मिट्टी की जगह जगह पर अलग अलग होती है, जहाँ जो मृदा में नमी है वो भी स्थान विशेष पर अलग अलग होती है। तो ये रिमोट सेंसिंग के माध्यम से इसको पता लगाते हैं और हम ये जान सकते हैं कि उर्वरता कहाँ पर पानी क्या है, कहाँ की सघनता ज्यादा है, कहाँ सघनता कम है। ड्रोन के माध्यम से, सैटेलाइट के माध्यम से नजर रखे जो आजकल के आधुनिक डिजिटलीकरण जिसकी बात हम लोग करते हैं, जीपीएस, जीआईएस, वेरिएबल रेट टेक्नोलॉजी, फील्ड मैपिंग सिस्टम, रिमोट सेंसिंग, इन सब का जो है प्रयोग करके हम जब खेती करेंगे तो ये है खेती परिशुद्ध खेती यानी कि प्रिसीजन फार्मिंग। परिशुद्ध खेती करने से जो हमारे देश में समस्या है, खाद्य उत्पादन जो घट रहा है दिनों दिन, जनसंख्या अपने तेजी से बढ़ती जा रही है, इसकी जो पूर्ति करने के लिए आवश्यकता है, इसके लिए हमें इस तरह की खेती की आवश्यकता होगी जिससे कि खेती की समस्या, गरीबी, कुपोषण आदि का सकुशल रूप से समाधान किया जा सके। वैश्विक स्थिति में निर्धारण तंत्र जो है, अंतरिक्ष प्रौद्योगिकी, भौगोलिक सूचना प्रणाली आदि कृषि फसल की उपज के बारे में जानकारी पाने में हमें सहायता करते हैं। मौसम परिवर्तन जो आजकल हम सभी लोग देख रहे हैं कि मई जून में बारिश हो रही है, ओले पड़ रहे हैं, मिट्टी में नमी, फसलों की जो फिनोलॉजी, पोषक तत्वों की कमी है, फसलों के रोग हैं, जो खरपतवार हैं, कीड़े हैं, इन पर जो है निगरानी रखने में ये हमारी जितनी भी डिजिटल जो यंत्र हैं, जितने उपकरण हैं, ये सहायता करेंगे जिससे कि हम एक संतुलित मात्रा में जैसा कि मैंने पहले कहा था कि सही समय पर, सही स्थान पर, सही मात्रा में कीटनाशक, उर्वरक और जल का उपयोग करके अधिक से अधिक हम उत्पादन बढ़ाने में सहायक होंगे। ये खेती हमारे लिए पूरी तरह से पर्यावरणीय सुरक्षित होगी। इनके में बहुत सारी चुनौतियों का सामना अपने देश में करना पड़ रहा है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर इसको काफी पहले से अपनाया जा चुका है। हमारे यहाँ जो दिक्कत है, वो सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत है छोटी जो भूमि जोत है हमारी, और हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अभी बहुत तो विकास की जरूरत है। हमारे जो छोटे किसान, उनमें प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर के नाम पर जो जोखिम लेने की क्षमता है, रिस्क लेने की क्षमता है, वो कम है। उनके अंदर इसकी जानकारी, उनको बहुत अच्छी तरह से उनके जानकारी में इसकी अवेयरनेस उपलब्ध करानी होगी कि इससे क्या फायदा हो। इसी प्रकार जो सामाजिक, आर्थिक और हमारी जनसंख्या की जो परिस्थितियां हैं, इसको करने से बहुत अच्छी तरह से हम इसको अपना सकते हैं। तो इस प्रकार जब भारत में जो सीमांत किसान ज्यादातर हैं, जिनकी काफी मात्रा में, कम मात्रा में भूमि है, इनके लिए जो है ये प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर को अपनाने में काफी वो अपना इंटरेस्ट कम लेते हैं। अतः उनको पूरी तरह से जागरूक करना होगा कि प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर के कितने फायदे हैं, जिससे कि ये पर्यावरण, भूमि, अपनी जिसकी मृदा उर्वरता और अपने को सुरक्षित रखते हुए अधिकतम फसल ले सकें, और अपने जो कृषि के जो हमारे निवेश हैं, उनको एकदम जो है सही मात्रा में, सही समय पर उपयोग कर सकें। तो इस प्रकार से जो ये हमारी प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर है, इससे हमारे आने वाले भविष्य में बहुत ही कृषि के क्षेत्र में विकास की संभावना है, और बहुत ही इसका स्कोप जो दिनों दिन बढ़ने की पूरी जो है उम्मीद है। मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो हमारे विशेषकर इस 30 दिन के प्रशिक्षण में भाग लेने वाले हमारे छात्र छात्राएं हैं, इसको विशेष रूप से इसमें इंटरेस्ट लें और जानकारी लें, और भविष्य के वो जो है कर्णधार वर्ग के बन करके कृषि को आगे बढ़ाएं। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं अपनी बात समाप्त करता हूं, और बहुत बहुत आभार और धन्यवाद इस अच्छी एक 30 दिन की
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर कि आपने अपने व्यस्त कार्यक्रम से हमें समय दिया और हमारे सभी पार्टिसिपेंट को अपने मोटिवेशनल से किया। हमारे सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को आपने बताया कि कैसे प्रिसीजन एग्रीकल्चर हम आज के समय में कैसे हमारे फार्मर्स को, स्टूडेंट्स को, एंड इवन टू ऑल द एग्रीकल्चर ग्रेजुएट एंड साइंटिस्ट, हाउ दे विल बी हेल्पफुल in increasing the yield as well as productivity of different crop in today's era. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session and very good remarks. Sir, we thank you from the AgriMeet Foundation, as you always hold your support with us in every moment and every work which we are doing. Thank you so much, sir. At the end of the story is the new beginning for many other. With the ending of one conference like drone conference, we here come with a new training, that is precision agriculture training. With that, after the end of this training, we are here with you a new training and conferences that would be on millets and many other topics. So in the end, I would like to call Dr. Ankur Sharma sir, Assistant Professor, CSGM University Kanpur, and also the Secretary General of AgriMeet Foundation, who single-handedly work and effortlessly work every time to bring new ideas for all the audience, so that that will be helpful for all the farming community as well as for the agriculture fraternity students. So I here request sir to give his kind remarks at the end of the session. So with this, I thank all the participants for their kind support and their valuable patience, time, and for standing with us in this training session of today introductory session. From now would be having lecture of our leaders on different topics related to precision agriculture. So I request sir to kindly give the concluding remark for the today's session. So thank you one and all for the very cooperative session from your side. Thank you one and all.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद डॉक्टर। मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी जी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। 30 दिवसीय अंतर्राष्ट्रीय ट्रेनिंग के प्रथम दिवस पर मैं गणमान्य व्यक्तित्वों, आमंत्रित वक्ताओं के साथ साथ जो भी आभासीय माध्यम से जुड़े हुए हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं, मैं उनका तहे दिल से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। चूंकि मुख्य आयोजक, चीफ ऑर्गेनाइजर एक प्रोटोकॉल में है कि उसको बोलना है, तो इसलिए मैं केवल औपचारिकता कर रहा हूं, क्योंकि इससे पहले बहुत से बृहस्पति समान गुरुओं जिनके सानिध्य में मैं पल्लवित पुष्पित फलित होता रहा हूँ, जिनके मार्गदर्शन में मैंने चीजों को सीखा है, उन लोगों का वक्तव्य हो चुका है। तो आज जो हमारे अतिथि थे, मैं सबसे पहले नाम लेना चाहूंगा कि प्रोफेसर नाजिर अहमद गनई साहब, जो वाइस चांसलर इस समय शेर कश्मीर कृषि विश्वविद्यालय जम्मू और कश्मीर के हैं। एक व्यस्तता के कारण उनके यहाँ एल्यूमिनाई मीट थी, तो उनका फोन आया कि अंकुर मैं बिजी हूं, तो मैं ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाऊंगा, लेकिन वो कल ज्वाइन करेंगे। साथ ही साथ प्रोफेसर AK सिंह साहब, वाइस चांसलर RLVCU झांसी, वो बीकानेर में है पहाड़ियों पर, तो उनकी भी व्यस्तता थी, तो उन्होंने कहा कि हम कल ज्वाइन करेंगे। साथ ही साथ तीसरे नंबर पे यदि हम बात करें, तारा मैडम से मेरी बात हुई, डायरेक्टर IIMR, आप हैदराबाद के हैं, उनकी भी एक मीटिंग थी, उन्होंने भी उस कारण ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाया। तो कुछ चीजें ऐसी हो जाती हैं व्यस्तता वाली। साथ ही साथ इसके बाद डॉक्टर प्रभात कुमार साहब, हमारे मार्गदर्शक और एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल के चेयरमैन हैं, उनका मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूं। साथ ही साथ सुधीर कुमार भदौरिया सर हमेशा हमारे लिए खड़े रहते हैं, हमारे सहयोग के लिए, हमारे मार्गदर्शन के लिए। आप डिप्टी कमिश्नर हैं, उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। डॉक्टर शांतनु कुमार दुबे साहब, हर एक चीज को उंगली पकड़ के कराना, उनके मार्गदर्शन में रह के बहुत सी चीजों को सीखा, बहुत बहुत। साथ ही साथ डॉक्टर T दामोदरन साहब, आप फ्रूट साइंस के हैं, हम भी फ्रूट साइंस के हैं, दोनों लोगों की बहुत अच्छी ट्यूनिंग मैच करती है, जहां फंसते हैं आप हमेशा मार्गदर्शन देते हैं। साथ ही साथ नींव के पत्थर और हमारे लिए हमारे गुरु प्रोफेसर BK त्रिपाठी साहब और प्रोफेसर अखिलेश मिश्रा साहब, इन दोनों लोगों का मार्गदर्शन, चाहे हम कुछ भी करें, चाहे ट्रेनिंग हो, चाहे किसी तरीके का अध्याय शुरू करते हैं, आप लोगों का हमेशा मार्गदर्शन मेरे लिए बना रहता है। मैं बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। यहाँ डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर की बात अगर की जाए, तो डिपार्टमेंट की प्रमुख डॉक्टर शौनी गुप्ता जी, डॉक्टर हिमांशु त्रिवेदी जी, डॉक्टर अंकित भदौरिया जी, स्वयं में इनका दीक्षित जी, अंकिता शर्मा जी, मनिका मैडम ने बहुत अच्छे से चीजों को संभाला, जिनकी पारंगत है वो, जूम को बहुत अच्छे से उन्होंने देखा, उनका बहुत बहुत आभार। साथ ही साथ रोहित जी LPU से जूम को देख रहे हैं, उनका बहुत बहुत आभार। साथ ही साथ जो हमारे कोलैबोरेटर, बात करना चाहूंगा यहाँ के बाहर जो लोग यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ऑक्सफोर्ड तक, चारों SOU उत्तर प्रदेश की, इक्री शेठ, IIMR से लेके CAU झांसी, CAU इम्फाल, काफी विश्वविद्यालय हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। उन सभी के प्रमुखों को, उन सभी विश्वविद्यालय को बहुत बहुत आभार कोलैबोरेशन हेतु। साथ ही साथ इस कार्यक्रम के बाद मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि कल से 6:30 से एक स्पीकर होगा, उससे डिटेल्स आपको ग्रुप रहेगा। इसी तरीके से 13 जून तक, शनिवार छुट्टी है ICR नॉर्म्स के हिसाब से, जो कि ब्रोशर में भी लिखा हुआ है। जैसा माननीय प्रेसिडेंट अभी त्रिपाठी साहब ने बताया कि इसके बाद हम मिलेट कॉन्फ्रेंस करने जा रहे हैं, साथ ही साथ ICR अटारी के सहयोग से भी हम एक कॉन्फ्रेंस करने जा रहे हैं अगस्त में। ये दोनों कॉन्फ्रेंस हमारी लाइंड अप हैं। तो सभी गणमान्य व्यक्तित्वों का बहुत बहुत आभार। अंत में डॉक्टर ज्योति शर्मा जी, जो CEO हैं एग्रीमीट फाउंडेशन की, उन्होंने चीजों को बहुत अच्छे से मैनेज किया, बहुत अच्छे से हैंडल किया, उनका बहुत बहुत आभार। और जाने अनजाने में किसी व्यक्ति का नाम यदि मेरे से छूट गया हो, बड़ी है तांता बहुत, तो यदि मैं किसी का नाम नहीं बोल पा रहा हूं, तो आप मत समझिएगा कि मैंने उसको नजरअंदाज किया, क्योंकि मैं जिसका नाम नहीं ले पा रहा हूं, उस व्यक्ति का मेरे दिल में अपार स्नेह है, मैं उस व्यक्ति का अपने दिल में अपार स्नेह रख देता हूं। तो उनका सबका बहुत बहुत आभार। इन सबके साथ चीजें बढ़ रही हैं, चीजें जा रही हैं बहुत लंबी। 8 बजे समयावधि निर्धारित थी, 8:24 हो गया है। मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सभी। ज्योति जी, ओवर टू यू।
Thank you everyone for today's patient session. From tomorrow, we would be having a lecture from our lead speakers regarding precision agriculture, and every details and videography would be sent to everyone on their email. Every link regarding the tomorrow session on day after tomorrow to the whole month session will be emailed on and to WhatsApp you on your WhatsApp group. So thank you everyone for today's session. So I request everyone thank you everyone, and now I request everyone that they can leave the session and be present there at right 6:30 for tomorrow's session. Thank you one and all. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. The person who have raised hand, Mr. Vishnu Priya or Vishnu Priya, you may leave us a mail or you can drop us your question in the chat box and we'll answer you. We have already answered so many questions in the chat box. Yes, Diksha, you can also, okay, let me unmute you. Diksha, you may speak now. Okay, no problem. Please send us your queries in the chat box if you have any. Otherwise, we'll join tomorrow. Vishnu Priya, you are already unmuted. Please speak if you have any question. Attendance, okay, yes. Attendance has already been recorded, Kartike. Will the sessions be conducted in Hindi? Yes, the sessions are bilingual. दोनों language में sessions हैं. आपको समझने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. So don't worry on that aspect. Welcome. Yes, regarding the recording, you will get the recording on YouTube. We'll share it on YouTube. You can watch it there after after the training. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Certificate would be provided to you. Yes. Okay, so I'll ask the organizers to send you the channel link where it is being live. I guess who will help? I'll ask the organizers to do it, right? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Signing off. Okay, daily in the group, you'll get the meeting link. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be creating a meeting link for all the days. So you'll be getting it tomorrow in the afternoon. So don't worry about that, Diksha. Thank you. Okay, Diksha, if you're not in that group, then just drop us a mail. You all have the flyer with you, right? Just drop the mail in the mentioned mail ID. Vishnu Priya, what was your question again? I didn't get your question actually.
Will the sessions be held in Hindi? And I was not able to catch 3 of the professors' valuable information they shared.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
The thing is, when we'll add it on the YouTube, We'll
Okay.
add English subtitles to it so that it'll be easier for you to understand, right? But most of the content would be in a kind of, most English dominated one. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Diksha, you can send your number to the organizers. There is a number mentioned over there on the poster. You can send your number and we'll add you to the group. Okay, that will solve your problem. Thank you.